2 years ago, and I laughed because he abused me when I was a child.
I've always wondered
that our little girl was dead. Our boy twin survived, but 5 times with 6 children, and I have only brought 2 into this world.
Alright, y'all, if y'all feeling a little, down in the dumps, don't hesitate.
When it comes to death, for me at least, I've always been very fearful of it ever since I was younger. And not so much of death, but the afterlife, because there's so many different religions and beliefs, and it was very scary to me to not know, which was for sure. When I was 16, my dad was murdered, and I just didn't feel, and to this day I hardly feel like a spiritual connection to him after he passed. So that kind of freaks me out too, because maybe there is reincarnation, and that's why I don't feel their spirit or their presence. I don't feel that much pain after a week of losing someone.
Yeah, I've never lost anybody close, but would you is it normal?
We talked about kind of
to not feel bad after someone dies type shit.
Her dad, which really I guess
you feel bad, but not for
I
long.
lost my dad. She said at 16, and I lost my dad at 15. When she said that, she didn't feel a lot afterwards. Typically, when I think of someone losing somebody, I think of somebody going through all the emotions.
When did you let yourself start feeling those feelings of loss?
honestly. Sometimes I'm stuck in denial, but it's only because I haven't let myself think about it. When my grandma passed, it was okay, you have to focus on getting into college. Grandpa passed, it was still okay, you're in college, you have to keep going, you can't fall behind. And then with my mom, the same thing. And if I take that moment to sit
Mom is crazy.
and really think and let my emotions come out, I'm scared that I'll be stuck there.
Hi, I just wanted to talk really quick about my grandma.
Bro.
She just passed away, and it is a tremendous loss. When all of us were going through her items and deciding who would get what, and seeing family members fight over different things, it just felt really, really...
Bro, in my will, bro, everything, I gotta, I'm about to, start writing my will out right now, bro. That's so whack, bro. Have the whole... just...
gross and icky.
Give me that shit.
And we just felt like vultures, almost.
That one actually hit really close to home right now. My grandmother's still alive. She's at that age where she's really old already. We're actually thinking about what would happen to her things. And it sucks.
Respectfully, I just better get the bag. Yes, I said it here now. Better make it rain.
And him and I were best friends. My grandma
I'm
got
not
rid of
willing
everything.
you shit. You're not getting nothing.
I couldn't get anything from him. I have one article of clothing of his and a little oxygen tool that he used for his, oxygen mask. I have that, but that's it.
When I was 19, my mom was a heavy drinker, ended up taking a lot of pills that were legal, that were given to her for back pain and various reasons. The sad part is she was a functioning mom and alcoholic and, drug addict. Then one day she just spiraled.
Bro, it's listening to strangers' deepest secrets.
I was so mad at her.
Bro, this is not
that I wanted her to die. And I figured if she was gone, life would be easier and there would be less stress. And 2 months later, she died.
That's tough.
And the worst part about it is I wanted her gone so badly. And then when she was finally gone,
manifestation
it wasn't what I wanted at all.
Like that, bro.
An alcohol problem too. Just initially hearing that, I was immediately triggered by it. I was oh. And then just hearing what she had to say, I related to a lot of it, not necessarily with the hopes that my mom would go away. More so, I would say the opposite. I lost my grandparents, and I feel that kind of made her spiral a little bit, so she was drinking a lot. That's what ultimately killed her. Yeah, hearing that definitely, very similar stories, I would say.
In 2020, my mother passed away, and ever since then, it's only really been my dad and I. He has a lot of anger issues, and he gets cranky a lot. He gets mad if we don't do one thing for him. There are also other things he's done before my mom passed away, so there's just a lot of pent-up anger I also have towards him.
What do you mean by that?
Wishing death upon a person is very strong, but there have been times where I have probably felt that way towards my father.
My grandpa died 2 years ago, and I laughed because he abused me when I was a child.
I've always wondered when my dad passes. I don't speak to him anymore because he was very abusive. Doesn't matter if they're family, if they abuse you.
Niggas is just...
I don't know if I would laugh when he passes. It's sad when anyone dies, but...
I mean, if the nigga abused you, then
which is really sucks because he is my dad. I really miss the relationship we used to have.
I don't really know what to say. I bet she just has this huge weight lifted off her shoulders, that she doesn't have to face this person anymore. I'm guessing because that was Grandpa, she saw him a lot. I'm angry that she was abused and she was hurt. I'm not saying they deserve to die in any way. I hope she can heal from that. And if that brings her closure, then good.
This November, I found out I was pregnant. And at 12 weeks, we found out that we were having twins. And at that same appointment, we found out that our little girl was dead. Our boy twin survived, but I just know that everyone wanted a girl, and I couldn't keep her alive.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie.
I have been pregnant 5 times with 6 children, and I have only brought 2 into this world.
Damn.
I miss her every day. I miss all my babies every day.
Yo, what the freak is this, bro?
I have been pregnant 3 times, and I have 1 son that's alive here today. I got pregnant at 19, and with my then husband, and I was 8 months pregnant.
19 and married? How old is she? She does not look that old.
And I went to the hospital, and they told me that they didn't hear a heartbeat. And so she was a stillborn, so I still had to give birth and go through the whole process. And I very much relate to that, still feeling that pain that was in 2018, and when 2022 now. It's
it'll be alright. You know who won't?
If there was...
When I want to say 9, my great uncle passed
Don't tell me this is going to be another one of them laugh
away.
Jones.
Most people aren't super close with their great uncles, I guess. But I was. The last time we saw him, we had gotten in an argument. I was really young at the time, and I was throwing stuff, and he got really mad at me. I just said, I hate you, and I've always regretted it. I hate myself for saying that. I miss him dearly, and yeah. I love you, Uncle Jack.
When you're little, you don't realize the weight that your words hold. She was 8, 9 years old.
Imagine that, you say some nut shit that you don't even mean for real. Then you can't take that jump back. That's tough. I remember there was this one shorty, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I was an asshole. There was twice this happened. Not twice this happened. It was 3 times, maybe 3 times. I was having this villain arc. Basically, anyways, right? There's this shorty, right? And time we'd be FaceTiming and shit. But I would always just do these little things to get on her nerves, bruh. And sometimes I swear, sometimes it wasn't on purpose. But then there was other times I do that shit on purpose, right? And and it wasn't even it wasn't because I just wanted to be an asshole, but she was sometimes she would play along, but sometimes she wouldn't. And I guess like there was like sometimes like she was, I guess like I just got like too annoying maybe. And then there's one time I think I commented something under her whatchamacallit, her Instagram drawing, right? And I think it was like a little like, bro, when I tell you it was not deep, bro, like to me at least, right? To me it wasn't like, cause like I said the same joke before and like she was laughing, right? Like at this point I was like teasing her about it, right? I comment the same shit under her Instagram post, bro. Tell me why she DMs me, right? And then she says something. I don't even remember what she said, but it was like along the lines of say nothing unless like if you don't have any like don't have anything good, don't say anything at all type shit. Like, and I was like, I don't even know what I said, but like I was just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like what's like I was mad confused because like I had said it before, but like now like all of a sudden like and it was over text, right? And so I didn't like really get like the whatchamacallit, the tone, I guess. Bro, after that, bro, I'm not hear from her again, bro. I think I got blocked, bro. I don't know. She unfollowed. She probably she added me on Snap. I don't even use Snap. She added me on Snap. She unfollowed me. She blocked everything, bro. Oh my god, it was so bad. I wasn't even bummed, right? Like, cause like at this point, right, I wasn't even like mad. Like I didn't think I was wrong. Cause I truly felt like I wasn't wrong. I really thought she was like over exaggerated. I guess, you know, now since I'm older and more mature, I understand that I'm still not wrong. It's like, nah, let me stop. But yeah, like I was drawn. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold up. The food is here too. Tough. See, the truth. What did they say? Honesty is the best policy, bruh, or whatever they call it. Yeah, but I was lucky a dickhead. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mom and I are more like best friends than we are like mother and daughter because we're so close. There have been times where I'll like scream at her and tell her I hate her and I don't want to talk to her anymore. And
now, me personally, I would get my ass beat. Just saying. You can attribute that to the individual, or like the individual.
I've only seen my mom cry like 3 times in my life, and I saw her cry after an argument we had. It was like one of the 3 times, and that's when I knew that I shouldn't have said that.
Damn. Have y'all ever seen your parents cry? I don't think I've ever seen my mom or dad cry.
I am a very religious person, and I had a great grandfather who I never truly knew if he believed in the Lord or not. And there was this one time where I had a chance to speak to him about it. And I remember sitting there and just having this pounding my chest, like saying, say something about it. And I never did. And then a week later, he passed away.
Damn.
And I fear that I could have been his only door into salvation if he hadn't found it already, and I let it pack me up.
I can relate to that. I also grew up Christian. I know that feeling of wanting and craving everyone that's close to you to have that connection and that relationship with God.
Yeah, but they be
I think in a way that there is this sense of guilt within the church. You're taught that if you don't believe in it, you're condemned to hell. Kind of similar to what she said of feeling like, oh, I could have been that salvation for him, but that's not up to us at the end of the day. That's a choice that her grandfather made. You know, that's something that if he was at peace with, that's not something she should have changed. I think that she should be at peace knowing that wherever her grandfather did go is where he intended to be.
Oh, dang. He was depressed now and shit, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Like, my goodness. Can't stop crying. Really strikes a chord in me. Was over read I pray that yeah. Like, why? Oh, why?